The police coming and putting me in the divisional van that night and taking me on to Kyneton was, I mean, the whole thing was a bit surreal for me anyway. It was something that came out from within me. And that was the music that came out that night when I was playing the harmonica in the divvy van. It was created out of all of the emotions that you could think of great loss and sadness, of unknown, of passion, of love. It's something that helped get me through the initial going into jail and into Pentridge, and that music was still in me. Maybe it was the rainbow bird that was there with me as well. And I just climb onto her back and off would go.
"1928. Mould spores drift in the wind across the London rooftops. They blow in the second-floor window of St Mary's Hospital, the laboratory of Alexander Fleming. Here, we're told, occurred one of the greatest medical discoveries of all time: penicillin.
A fluffy white mass, which increases rapidly, inhibited some species of bacteria.
Today, we fear cancer and heart disease. Then, it was bacterial infections. Meningitis, pneumonia, tuberculosis were words of doom. When penicillin became a medicine, the world changed forever.
Why are mental disorders so feared? The answer, I think, is relatively simple. It's because of the imputation of incurability which adheres to insanity. This stigma will not be removed until mental illness becomes as curable as scurvy.
Cade was in Changi during the war. He was the medical officer. He saw psychiatric illness presenting before him and came out of the war convinced that those with serious psychiatric illness had some physical problem. There were no antidepressants at the time that Cade reported on lithium. There were no antipsychotic medication. So many regard Cade as the discoverer of the first effective treatment for psychiatric illness. He was an unrecognised hero.
My qualifications for discussing medical research in general, or even psychiatric research in particular, are best left unstated. I describe myself as an enthusiastic amateur, full of curiosity, with fair determination, golden opportunities, inadequate knowledge and woeful technique. But even the small boy fishing a muddy pond after school with string and bent pin occasionally hauls forth a handsome fish.
In his autobiography, Fletcher Jones tells of how he put people before profits and prospered. Inspired by a famous Japanese visionary, he shared the ownership and management of his famous clothing company with his staff. Born a pauper, traumatised by war and limited by a severe stutter, Fletcher Jones changed his world with a dream of equality and integrity.